Hi, it's me again, Humanimal, and I just want to address something with Freelee about defecation. She and I are probably both as equally obsessed. And I have a reason for that, and I want people to realize that it's a measure of your health. I want people to realize that there are certain ways that your body needs to respond to food. And I know there's just not one resource that is the be all and end all. And, I definitely know that. I just want to refer freely to a book that I really like. I find it useful in so many ways. It's just Grey's Anatomy. Some of you may have heard of it. I don't know how well known this is around the world. But it's really useful. I love Grey's Anatomy just as much as I love a dictionary or thesaurus. I'm always trying to learn. I'm an autodidact. So no, I don't have, things up on the wall. I have done some study in nutrition and pet nutrition, but I don't agree with what I would have to say and do to get those pieces of paper. So I just wanted to highlight to Freelee that maybe she wants to get hold of Grey's Anatomy. This one's a 40th edition, but there's heaps of interesting sections. Section 8 is the abdomen and pelvis, and this is a fascinating section. Chapter 8, 67, I think chapter 67 is the large intestine, and obviously that ends with the anal canal. And it goes into something interesting just about defecation here. Because do realize that all that fibre, and when you're destroying your colon and your muscles, you're destroying your ability to feel the urge and to control. Oh, I feel an urge, I will go and void my bowels. Okay, so I'll just read you a little bit here. Defecation is a conscious physiological act in response to feeling the need to pass stool in the rectum. It requires coordinated relaxation of the pelvic floor muscles and anal sphincter. The dynamics have been studied using pressure measurements in the colon, rectum, and anus, and by various imaging techniques, including fluoroscopy, ultrasonography, and magnetic resonance imaging. The process is initiated by mass colonic contractions which drive feces into the rectum. Rectal distension occurs progressively. There is little increase in intrarectal pressure because the rectal musculature relaxes as a result of either local intramural or spinal reflexes mediated via sympathetic and parasympathetic fibers. Excuse me, just swallow. It's a very heavy book. It might be one of the heaviest books that Freelee ever reads. The RAIR is probably involved in allowing the descent of rectal contents into the upper anal canal, where it can be sampled by contact with the mucosal receptors, particularly thermoreceptors. Defecation may be deferred by conscious contraction of the external anal sphincter until contractions cease and retrograde rectal peristalsis moves stool out of the distal rectum so that the sensation to defecate passes off. Initiation of defecation involves conscious relaxation of the pelvic floor muscles and external sphincter so that the pelvic floor descends slightly, allowing the anal rectal angle to straighten. Reflex relaxation of the internal anal sphincter and cojoint longitudinal coat allows the anal canal to open. Abdominal muscle contraction will aid expulsion from the rectum, but continuing mass colonic contractions push more feces down into the rectum so that the entire left colon may be emptied. Your left colon is your descending colon, and the sigmoid colon's there as well. So anal rectal incontinence is common and may occur for a variety of reasons. Abnormally high rectal pressures, as occur in severe diarrhea, may overcome a normal sphincter, and autonomic disorders may produce abnormal motor activity or loss of normal sensation, so that there is no awareness of the presence of stool. Damage to the anal sphincter may result from vaginal delivery due to stretch, instrumentation, or surgical procedures, so that's childbirth. Atrophy of the external sphincter may occur secondary to pudendal nerve damage during delivery, and may also occur in diabetics, neurological disease, and the elderly. A damaged sphincter will not be able to overcome normal fluctuations of interrectal pressures, or there may be a combination of damage and rectal dysfunction resulting in anal incontinence. And you know, when you've over years or months continually overstretched your delicate colon and rectum, you damage nerves and you lose ability to control your anal output. So you get an urge and you just go. You know, I can guarantee you, Freelee just has to get on the toilet as soon as all that fibre and other waste is pushed into her rectum, probably as it's coming down that final part of her colon. And you know, losing nerve feeling, losing muscle control, this is a really debilitating, embarrassing, distressing situation, and don't do it to yourselves. Please go to gutsense.org. Some of you might find that useful or not, but there's a lot of information on there, a lot of it about fibre. Scroll down to the bottom of Konstantin Monastersky's page for a lot of the headings. By all means, you know, get Grey's Anatomy and read up all about your body. This is just one of my favourite books. You know, non-fiction's great, so by all means, you know, watch The Frugivore, but I tend to like, fiction is great, so by all means, just for entertainment purposes, watch FREELEE the Frugivore. But if you are interested in truth and fact, in human physiology and human mental health, physical well-being, mental well-being, don't screw yourself up. Please take fibre seriously. Please take what goes in here and out the other end seriously. I mean, you're talking about some lifetime issues here. You can damage for life. It's the same as using laxatives, overusing them as part of a purging situation. That often results in permanent damage, and this is what fibre is going to do to your body as well. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy, lots of information, but honestly, you don't really need to go that far. Yeah, take care of yourself, okay? Yeah, take care, and I'll speak to you later.